This is the Movie Channel.
Coming up now, Hugh Grant heads for the hills of Wales in a delightful comedy, which is this week's British film premiere. To introduce it, here is Sir David Puttnam.
Good evening. Welcome to the second of Sky's new season of British film premieres. I'm here at BAFTA in the projection room. It's very, very hot. Tonight's film is The Englishman who went up the hill but came down a mountain. It's a first film, I think, for certainly the first feature film, for director-writer Chris Munger, a Welsh director who lived in LA for many, many years. I first met Chris when he worked in a bookshop called Book Soup on Sunset Boulevard. He's a really, really nice guy. So nice that when I was at Columbia, we made what we call a small housekeeping deal so that he could spend less time in the shop and more time writing a screenplay. I'd love to think that this screenplay resulted from one of those evenings that we were able to win for him off and away from the counter of Book Soup. The story is based on a family legend that was passed on to Chris from his father and from his grandfather. He had enormous difficulty in finding a suitable location because Munger's native village of Taff's Well wasn't quite right. Munger and his production designer covered over 3,000 miles before finding the ideal location in mid-Wales, a small village in the Tanat Valley. Chris had always had Hugh Grant in mind to play the lead, Reginald Anson, and with Hugh's extraordinary success in 4 Weddings and a Funeral, funding the film became a lot easier. The film also stars Ian McNeice, who plays George Garrod. He's an extraordinary character actor who you may remember from Cry Freedom, Richard Attenborough's amazing film on the life of Steve Biko. All the characters who live in the village have names like Davis the School, Thomas the Trains, and not Thomas the Tank Engine, and Morgan the Goat. The movie stars Tara Fitzgerald, who I personally adore. She plays Betty of Cardiff. Previously, you'll remember Tara, that she acted with Hugh Grant in Sirens, and I loved her in Hear My Song, a hugely underrated and very, very, very good movie. Colm Meaney is in the movie, playing a randy publican, Morgan the Goat. Colm is probably best known for the films Roddy Dell's Barrytown trilogy of novels, The Commitments, The Snapper, The Van, and his role as the Chief Operations Officer, Miles O'Brien, in Star Trek. He's best known to me for the incredible small cameo he played in War of the Buttons. Also in the film is Ian Hart. He plays Johnny Shellshocked. Ian was in Backbeat and Ken Loach's Land and Freedom, which you can catch on Sky next month. Chris Munger wanted to involve the locals and even went as far as writing 2 local twin brothers, Tudor and Hugh Vaughan, who play the daft Tup twins, Thomas and Thomas too. He wrote them into the script and they really came through for him. The movie's produced by Sarah Curtis, and to sum it all up, I'd say, didn't she do well? It's a nice movie. Enjoy it.